Today's topic is employee grievances, best practices for employees attempting to address a workplace issue that they feel may be unfair. I'm Steve Serbalik, and I'm a panel attorney with AsCops in Arizona. As always, this is a topic summary and not legal advice, and all of today's issues are fact or circumstance specific, but here it goes. Many large employers have formal grievance procedures, processes where employees can bring up workplace concerns in a formal manner. While the specific rules can and do vary, some of the most common features are format and time requirements. What this means is that in order for a grievance to count or to be processed, the employee filing the grievance needs to both follow the proper procedures for submitting the grievance, and the employee needs to make sure that they file the grievance in a timely manner. This prevents a few things that people often get wrong when trying to address workplace concerns. Trying to file grievances anonymously, trying to file grievances on behalf of others, and trying to stockpile issues over time to present in one big burst later on. Most grievance processes eliminate these options, as they will require the grievance process be initiated in a specific, often written format where the employee presenting the issue gives their name, a brief description of what occurred, and why the employee believes it violates a policy or practice of the workplace. After a grievance is submitted, it often goes through a step process where it's reviewed by a lower level supervisor or official first. Then if a resolution isn't reached, it's reviewed by progressively higher officials and maybe even eventually a hearing officer or outside entity at some point. Because grievance processes vary widely, it's tough to give specific advice for all these processes, but there is some general advice that I think may help if you keep it in mind. First, know your agency's grievance process. Be familiar with the form and format requirements, and be especially familiar with any deadlines for reporting. Second, don't go into the grievance process alone. I highly recommend that you contact someone at your agency who's knowledgeable about your specific grievance process, and AsCops provides support to its members through our local leaders as they navigate through the grievance process for your area. Third, keep good records. If you're going through a grievance process, you will be asked for supporting information on your claim. I'd highly recommend that you keep detailed notes about what occurred so that you have something to reference. And notes that include timelines and involved parties are particularly useful. Fourth, and finally, give the process a chance to work. If you're engaging in the grievance process, it's generally a good idea to let the process play out without creating unnecessary distractions by things like social media postings, protests, or other public exposures. Employers are normally turned off by an employee who didn't give them a chance to fix the issue. And even if you're highly suspicious as to whether your employer would fix the issue, if you follow the grievance process without battling it out in public, you will look professional, and you always have the option to tell your story publicly after you see how your employer handles your grievance. The bottom line is, grievance processes can be useful in changing and improving your workplace, but you need to follow your employer's guidelines if you want your grievance to be taken seriously. Lawyers like me and organizations like AsCops are here to help, so feel free to ask. Don't go at it alone. If you have questions about grievance processes, please feel free to contact us or leave a comment below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more law enforcement lessons. Videos are published every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve Serbalik. Stay safe out there.